Welcome to TVAI. In recent days, the United States has found itself under intense scrutiny following the unexpected arrest of Rumeysa Ozturk, a Turkish doctoral student at Tufts University, located in Massachusetts. This incident has swiftly ignited a heated debate across academic circles, social media platforms, and mainstream media, bringing into question the current state of freedom of speech and civil liberties in the nation. Rumeysa, a dedicated scholar known for her work in international relations, has suddenly become the focal point of a growing controversy that stretches far beyond the borders of the campus she calls home. Rumeysa's arrest, which many describe as abrupt and lacking transparency, occurred just days after she participated in a campus panel discussing Middle Eastern politics. Several attendees reported that the discussion, while passionate, remained academic and respectful. Yet, shortly after this event, Rumeysa was detained by local authorities on undisclosed charges, with no formal statement released to the public regarding the specifics of her case. This situation has prompted immediate reactions from various groups. Students, faculty members, human rights organizations, and international observers are now closely watching how the United States will handle this delicate matter. Many are raising concerns that this arrest might not simply be a matter of legal procedure, but rather a reflection of a growing intolerance towards pro-Palestinian voices within American academic institutions. At Tufts University, the campus atmosphere has shifted dramatically. Within hours of Rumeysa's detention, students organized vigils and peaceful protests demanding her release and calling for clarity from both university officials and local authorities. Social media platforms, especially Twitter and Instagram, saw hashtags like #FreeRumeysa and #AcademicFreedom trending, highlighting the rapid mobilization of support for the detained student. The controversy has also caught the attention of international human rights groups, with some organizations issuing official statements condemning what they view as a violation of Rumeysa's rights to freedom of speech and peaceful expression. Amnesty International, for instance, has called on Massachusetts authorities to provide transparent information about the charges against Rumeysa and to guarantee that her basic rights are being upheld during her detention. However, this case has revealed deeper tensions within the United States regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict and the boundaries of acceptable discourse. In recent years, various universities across the country have seen increasing pressure on students and faculty members who express solidarity with Palestine. Some argue that these pressures, whether administrative, social, or legal, are eroding the very principles of free speech and open dialogue that American higher education prides itself on. The U.S. government has so far refrained from making direct comments about Rumeysa's case, which only adds to the speculation surrounding the motivations behind her arrest. Critics argue that this silence is emblematic of a broader reluctance to address the challenges faced by individuals advocating for Palestinian rights within the country. Meanwhile, Tufts University released a brief statement acknowledging the situation, expressing concern for Rumeysa's well-being, and affirming the institution's commitment to free expression and academic freedom. Yet, many students and faculty members found the statement insufficient, demanding a more robust defense of Rumeysa and a clearer stance on the issue. Beyond Tufts University, the arrest has sparked discussions at other academic institutions across the country. Faculty members from several universities have issued open letters, some condemning what they call a dangerous precedent. Others have called for national academic bodies to investigate whether there is a pattern of discrimination against students and scholars expressing pro-Palestinian views. The Turkish government, too, has voiced its concern. Through its embassy in Washington, D.C., Ankara has demanded a transparent legal process and immediate consular access to Rumeysa. Turkish media have widely reported on the case, framing it as an example of Western hypocrisy regarding freedom of speech. Despite growing domestic and international pressure, authorities have yet to release concrete details about the legal grounds for Rumeysa's arrest. This lack of information only intensifies public outrage and adds to fears that this may be part of a larger effort to intimidate or silence individuals who express views critical of U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East. Civil rights advocates are warning that the arrest could have a chilling effect on academic freedom across the country. They worry that if students and scholars see Rumeysa's experience as a warning, they might self-censor, avoiding important yet controversial discussions out of fear of retaliation. Protests have now expanded beyond Massachusetts. Demonstrations supporting Rumeysa and demanding her release have emerged in New York, California, Illinois, and even internationally in cities like London, Berlin, and Istanbul. The movement is gaining momentum, with prominent human rights advocates and influential academics joining the cause. At the heart of the debate is the essential question: can the United States still claim to be a global leader in protecting freedom of speech and academic independence if voices like Rumeysa's are silenced through legal or administrative means? Adding to the complexity, independent journalists and media outlets have been actively investigating the circumstances surrounding Rumeysa's arrest. Leaked information suggests that her case may be part of a larger, coordinated effort to monitor and potentially suppress voices critical of certain U.S. foreign policy stances. This has sparked fears among academics, students, and activists alike that a systematic crackdown on free speech, particularly on topics related to Palestine, could be taking place under the radar. Furthermore, internal documents, reportedly from law enforcement agencies, indicate that several other students and faculty members across various universities are under similar surveillance, raising even more alarm. These revelations have led many to question the extent to which academic spaces are being policed, and whether this could deter future generations from engaging critically with important geopolitical issues. The legal community is also stepping in, with several prominent civil rights lawyers offering pro bono representation for Rumeysa. Their aim is not only to secure her immediate release, but also to challenge the constitutionality of the actions taken against her. Legal experts argue that this case could become a landmark moment for academic freedom and freedom of speech within the United States, potentially shaping how similar cases are handled in the future. Organizing teach-ins, panel discussions, and continued peaceful demonstrations, they are making it clear that this issue is far from over. Their resilience has inspired solidarity movements across the globe, with academics and activists amplifying Rumeysa's story as a symbol of the ongoing struggle for human rights and free expression. As this situation unfolds, one thing is certain: the world is watching. The outcome of Rumeysa's case will not only impact her personally, but could also set a precedent for how freedom of speech is treated within academic institutions moving forward.